All right, hey there. This is Matt with KeepaScore. I'm going to show you one of the new features I have in KeepaScore. I'm really interested to see what people would think about this. We'll open up KeepaScore. Now, what we're dealing with is DUPR. And one of the things that I found is an issue with DUPR as I tap on events and I'm going to create a new event, and we're just going to call this a DUPR ladder. I'll capitalize here and we'll call it a DUPR ladder. All right, so we've got one event in here, and we're going to need to add some of the players. Oh, one thing I forgot, we've got to set this to a DUPR event. Go back to our events there in the menu, select the event. We're going to scroll until we see a DUPR event. It's right there in the middle of the screen. We will enable that right there. And let's see, it's a side out. It's a one game, 11-2. That's fine. All right, we are going to add some participants here. Let's go Amanda, Brittany, Eric, Jock, Jimmy, just 6 or 7 players. Let's say we're going to play a couple of teams. Let's automatically create the teams and let's randomly assign them. All right, so we've got 4 teams now, and what we need to do is we need to get these players in. You can see up in the top corner there of the app, we've got the DUPR. I'll click on that. I'll tap on DUPR Tools. This is going to bring up the DUPR Tools for KeepaScore, and I'm going to click on the one that is 4 down there, Download Player Rankings. So as this loads, one of the things that I find is an issue with DUPR is you're going to have people that they've been sitting on their DUPR. And by the way, this update event, it simply means that each event in KeepaScore or a KeepaScore event maintains the DUPR rank when that event was played. So in other words, if you want to preserve it, I would not update it. But in this case, I want to update this event, meaning it's going to move their rank from their player record into the event. Now, this addresses exactly the thing that I'm talking about right here. We're going to click on Stay Here. Now, right underneath that Download Player Rankings, you see that KeepaScore Rank Adjust? I'm going to tap on that. Now, here's the thing that I find to be an issue. You have players that they played DUPR back in 2019, 2020, 2021, or whenever DUPR started, and they've got a really high rank, but they sit on it. So you see that reliability score right there, where right there in the middle, Jacques has an 18, and then Michael's got a 6, but he's a 379. Well, this isn't the best of examples, but what this allows you to do, this KeepaScore rank adjust, you can see that it allows me to adjust these 3 values as I scroll this right here. Now, that threshold that you see going between 384 and, down at the low, if I click on the reset button, currently what it's doing is it's taking the rank all from the top guy or the top girl, Brittany, at 4213, all the way down to Eric Thompson of 364. Now, it finds out what the average is of all DUPR ranked players, and currently that's 3.9. If I want to lower that threshold, meaning it's only going to apply to players that have a 3.9 or higher score. If I want to adjust it down to like 3.8, I can do that. So right now you can see that it's going to affect players that are at 3.82 or higher. Now, we've got that units up at the very top. That is the amount of what's going to be applied in terms of the rank reduction. You can see right there. So that rank reduction in the middle of the 3 knobs, that is what is going to be applied as a penalty based on a low reliability. So in this particular case, you can see that what happened to Jacques Brewston is Jacques only has a reliability down there at the very bottom of 18. Because he only has an 18, he is going to get a 4.1 units of a 0.15 reduction, which ends up being a reduction of 0.61. So any of the values that have stars next to them, that means that that player is affected by the KeepaScore rank adjust. All of the players in the middle there that are white that don't have the star, they all fall below the threshold. So what this does is it allows you to use the reliability score that DUPR provides, and it allows you to balance things out. Now, if you have a bunch of NR or non-rated players, what you can do is you can go into this area. It will tell you what the threshold is, which is the average score, and then you can apply that to all of the non-ranked players and then come back in. Where do you do that? Well, I'll show you. But first off, before we leave this area, look at that little wrench up there at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on that, and you can see that I can do a share and I can do an apply adjustments. So if I'm playing an event that's a duper event and I'm telling everybody we're playing a modified duper event. In other words, if you have a low reliability, you cannot be at the level that Duper says you are at. You have a penalty because you have not kept your reliability up high. Now, I can click on share, and what that's going to do is it's going to create a PDF. I can now share this PDF to whatever group that I use, whether it's Team Reach, Facebook, you name it. You can now just basically click on the share icon and post that and say, this is what we are going to be playing the event based on. Jacques, Misty, you guys have a penalty. You have lower reliability, so you're going to be, downranked. You're not playing at your actual duper. Now, this has nothing to do with actually changing the duper score. All this does is it adjusts the duper based on the reliability in order to balance things out. Click on the wrench again. You can see apply adjustments. If I tap on that, I get the prompt, and I am now going to basically put on caps lock and say adjust rank if my swiping actually comes out and works here. It does. Adjust rank. We click on adjust. Now, what just happened when it tells me I've got success? If I close these out on this event, when I tap on the players, and let's go over to this, and I want to move off of the teams, move to the match, and now we'll move to the players down there at the very bottom. So down at the bottom, you can see show rankings on, off. When I turn that on, you see that arrow next to the duper rank? It means that they're basically playing at a lower level than what their actual duper is. So we can see Jacques Brewston, Misty Livingston down at the bottom there. Their duper rank has been adjusted down. If I tap on the little icon right next to it, you can see that Jacques, according to Duper, is a 3851, but he has been rank adjusted using the KeepaScore rank adjust down to 3.236 because of his reliability in order to balance this out for those Duper players that end up sitting on their rank.